Welcome back to Awakes Network. The APC crisis have taken a new dimension as court restrain APC officials from interfering with the upcoming NEC meeting. Before we go over to the details of this news, if this is your first time of visiting my channel, hit on the red subscription button and don't forget to turn on your notification bell icon so you will be informed whenever we make upload. Let's go over to the details of the news. There was a new twist yesterday to the crisis in the ruling All Progressive Congress as a High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, restrained the party's national legal advisor, Mr. Babatunde Okala, and two other executive members of the APC from interfering with the scheduled meeting of the National Executive Committee of the party slated for 17th of March 2020. Ahead of the emergency NEC meeting of the ruling party, the governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseke, will today hold a consultative meeting with the leaders of the party from the South-South. Also restrained alongside Okala are the National Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Larry Isa Onilu, and National Secretary, Mr. Waziri Bulama. Justice S.U. Bature restrained the trio while ruling on an ex parte application filed by the party's National Vice Chairman, Northeast, Mr. Mustafa Salihu. The motion marked CV/1385/2020 was filed and argued on behalf of Salihu by his lawyer, Mr. Afamefuna Ikekwe. Also sued as his fourth defendant is the APC. Salihu, in the ex parte application, prayed the court for an order restraining first, second, and third defendants, either by themselves or agents or any member of the APC, from interfering with, disturbing, or taking any steps or action described, however, towards disrupting the meeting of the National Executive Committee convened by the fourth defendant, National Working Committee members, scheduled for March 17, 2020, or any subsequent date pending the hearing and termination of the motion on notice already filed. He also prayed the court to compel APC to give effect to the resolution of the National Working Committee convening the next meeting of the APC scheduled for March 17, 2020. In his ruling, Justice Bature granted the application as prayed and adjourned till March 20, 2020 for the hearing of the motion on notice. He also ordered the service of the originating summons and also process in the matter on the defendant through substituted means. Any adult at the office of the Deputy National Secretary at the APC National Secretary at number 40, Blantyre Crescent, Wuse 2, Abuja. That is a ruling from the Federal High Court in Abuja restraining some of the members that are planning to cause trouble in the forthcoming APC NEC meeting that has been scheduled for Tuesday next week, being 17th of March. That is the ruling. And let me also quickly remind you that today, the governor of Edo State, in the person of Godwin, His Excellency Godwin Obaseke, will be convening the meeting of the South-South leaders of the party, and it's to show you that the crisis is nowhere to come to an end. The information reaching us here that the leader of the party, the South-South chairman, vice chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Mr. Eta, have denied and distanced himself, and also warned other South-South leaders of the party not to honor the invitation that have been served to them by God Obaseke that is convening the meeting today. He said that Obaseke does not have any power to call for the meeting, that or meetings of the leaders of the South, that if at all anybody is to call any meeting, that it should be him that will preside over the meeting. And he has also noted that the leader of the party from the South, in the person of the deputy senate president, Obaseke, he said Obaseke have said he's not aware of any meeting. But as I'm telling you now, there's a meeting going on of South leaders that is being convened by the governor himself, Obaseke, that have been in the middle of this storm. And another report that we are hearing is saying that Mr. President, the president himself, Muhammadu Buhari, will be in the next meeting, have indicated that he's going to be in the next meeting by himself. And some other persons have come out to advise the deputy national secretary of the party, in the person of Giadom, that he should take care to work closely with the president, who happens to be the leader and father of the party, and he should work closely with the Progressive Movement Governors Forum, that so that he will not make the same mistake that Adams Oshiomhole made, that he is now suffering, because Adams Oshiomhole have been accused of so many things. And we all remember, after he was suspended, he came out in the open to say that the Minister of Transport, in the person of Rotimi Amechi, is responsible for his sack, and other governors that are responsible for his travail, that is not Obaseke. And you know, so many people have come out to, some state party chairmen have come out to lay their support. Some say they have not. And we are also hoping for the state chairman to have their meeting before the next meeting. And the PDP from APC members and party from Rivers State have blasted Oshiomhole and say that he should go and look for who is fighting him, instead of accusing the Minister of Transport. These and many more that is happening in APC. Is as if the suspension that was given to Adams Oshiomhole have opened the can of worm, the battle, the dirt and rot in APC. And that's what we are seeing right now. They are going to court every day. So let's wait and hope that the next meeting, everything will be resolved after the next meeting. Don't forget, you can also share your opinion and your thoughts with us concerning this thing happening in APC and other matters in general by going to the comment section and sharing with us. Thank you, and stay informed and blessed with Awakes Network. Jesus.